Hi everybody, it's Miss Harris. Welcome to Story Time. Today we're going to be talking about winter. My first story is called Winter is Here. It is written by Kevin Henkes and is illustrated by Laura Donetzi. We'd like to thank Green Willow Books for allowing us to read our story. It's from HarperCollins Publishers for Willa and Clara. Winter is here. It's everywhere. Oh, I see all the snow, and I see children ice skating, and people sitting on the bench. I see the birds on the trees, and I see children all bundled up with their dog. Oh, I see people building snowmen. Oh, and look, people are going down the hill with their sleds. It's falling from the sky. What do you think they're talking about? That's right, snow. Snow is falling from the sky. Frozen precipitation. We just had our first snowfall. And sitting on the houses and dripping from the roof. I see the icicles. Do you see them? I see them hanging down in front of the windows and sticking to the trees in clumps and curls. Winter is reaching through the branches and crouching in the doorways. Do you feel it? Do you feel that cold wind blowing? I do. And settling here and there, softly, so softly. But winter can be hard too. Ice covers the ponds. The leaves underneath are like stars in the glass. It can take a long time to get ready for winter. Boots and zippers, vest and zippers, and jackets and zippers, and hats, and snaps, and scarves, and mittens, until finally you are all dressed and ready. Winter is outside, of course, but it's inside too. Feathering the window, and dusting the dog, and sitting on the table. Do you see what they're making? It looks like they're making a snowman with cotton balls and glue. You can try that at home if you'd like. Winter comes without a sound, and it comes with many. The wind howls in every language, and the windows rattle. Winter is white and gray, but with the dark of night, winter is blue, 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 deep blue, and even colder. Oh, but take a look. Do you see all those stars? The winter sky is great to look at. Winter comes, and then it stays, and stays, stays. And when it's time to leave, winter shrinks away a bit by bit. It slows down, getting smaller, drying up, slipping down the street, around the corner, peeking back, then moving on, out into the world, into the air, into spring. It's nice to think of spring on the first day of winter. But winter is definitely here. Today is the first day of winter. So today is December 21st. Depending on the year, sometimes it's December 21st, sometimes it's the 22nd, but we always enjoy winter. Now, what do you know about winter? Did you know that winter is a season? And there are 4 seasons. We have winter, spring, summer, and fall. And winter starts today. So, let's find a little bit more about winter. I have a nonfiction book called Winter. It is a Capstone Press book and is written by Terry DeGazelli. And one of the things that help us know that this is a nonfiction book is the fact that we have a table of contents. Also, in the back of the book, we have an index where we can look up things. And we even have a glossary or words to know. So let's find a little bit more about winter. The nice thing about this story is it's all made of true facts, and we even have some fun facts for us to read about. Fun fact number 1, the first day of winter is called the winter solstice, and today is the winter solstice. Winter is the season between autumn and spring in the northern hemisphere. The first day of winter is December 21st or 22nd, and winter lasts for 3 months. Winter is the coldest season of the year, at least in the northern hemisphere. Fun fact number 2, North America's coldest recorded temperature happened in Snag, Yukon, Canada. The temperature was negative, minus 81 degrees Fahrenheit on February 3rd, 1947. That's very cold. Water freezes at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. So this was much, much colder than that. Winter temperatures. Outdoor temperatures in winter can be very cold. Cold winds blow and make the air feel even colder. People stay in their houses. Some animals huddle together to stay warm. Fun fact number 3. Silver Lake, Colorado holds the record for the most snowfall in 24 hours. More than 6 feet of snow fell on August 14th and 15th, 1921. Take a look, they're standing on a lake because water in winter. Many lakes and ponds freeze in the winter. Blizzards sometimes happen during winter. Heavy snow falls in the mountains, and rain falls in the southern part of the northern hemisphere. So a blizzard is a heavy snowstorm with strong winds, like we had the other night. Oh, take a look at the trees in the winter. Most trees do not have leaves during the winter. These are deciduous trees. That means the leaves fall off. Only pine, spruce, and other evergreen trees are green in the winter. The soil freezes in many parts of the northern hemisphere, and trees cannot get water from the soil until spring. Do you see what I see? I see an animal in winter. Do you know what this animal is? That's a squirrel. And do you see? He's got his nuts. That's what he's eating. Many animals have trouble finding food in winter. Squirrels gather and store food for the cold months. Birds look for seeds in bird feeders, and some animals hibernate in winter. Bears sleep in dens. And hibernate is when cold-blooded creatures spend winter in a deep sleep. Do you see what I see? Look at that nice snowman. Did you get to build a snowman? This was very heavy, wet snow. It's nicer if we have fluffy snow. But people dress warmly in winter. Even our snowman has to have a hat and a scarf and gloves. They wear winter coats and hats and mittens and snow boots to keep warm. Children can go sledding and skiing. They can build a snowman. Schools close during blizzards. Well, what causes winter? The Earth's tilt causes winter. The Earth spins like a top as it moves around the sun. The Earth spins on its axis, and the axis is tilted. When winter begins, the Earth's axis is pointing away from the sun. On the first day of winter, the sun's rays center on the places south of the equator. So when the sun is shining down here, the southern hemisphere is going to be having summer, and the northern hemisphere, since that's further away from the sun, is going to have winter. And the axis is an imaginary line that turns through the middle of the Earth from the North Pole to the South Pole. So why do seasons change? Well, the Earth makes one trip around the sun each year, and the Earth's movement and tilt causes the season to change. The northern hemisphere leans away from the sun in winter, and the sun is low in the sky, and daylight is shortest in winter. So if I tilt my book towards you, and you're the sun, we'd have summer. But in winter, the axis is tilting the Earth away from the sun. And that's why we have winter. Well, there are seasons in other places. When the northern hemisphere has winter, and we're in the northern hemisphere when we live in New York, the southern hemisphere has summer. People celebrate New Year's Eve dressed for the cold weather in the northern hemisphere, but in the southern hemisphere, many people spend New Year's Day on the beach, and they wear shorts and t-shirts. Imagine that. So you can even practice the tilt of the Earth using a flashlight and a tennis ball or a basketball, or if you have a globe, when you shine the light, how you move can show the tilt, just like I showed you with our book. So I hope you enjoyed our book, Winter, by Bridgestone Books. Now, I don't know about you, but I like the snow in winter, as long as I can stay home safely. And so does Cynthia Rylant. And she wrote a wonderful book called Snow, and it's illustrated by Lauren Stringler. And we'd like to thank Hardcourt Incorporated for allowing us to read our story. Do you see the snow? See? Looks like a grandma and her granddaughter. Oh, I see a cat. Maybe even some books. The best snow is the snow that comes softly in the night, like a shy friend afraid to knock. So if you think she'll just wait in the yard until you see her, this is the snow that brings you peace. Do you see her sleeping there? In the snow out her window? And then there's the snow that begins to fall in fat, cheerful flakes while you are somewhere you'd rather not be. Maybe school, maybe work. And this snow tells you as it falls that it will send you home early. Don't worry, home is where you need to be, and this snow will take you there. Did you get to come home early the other day because of snow? Or were you already home? It will send you back over slippery white roads to the rooms you love so well. And it will say, that's it all right to be happy. Do you like to play in the snow? I like to play in the snow. Some snow falls only lightly, just enough to make you notice. The delicate limbs of trees, the light falling from the lamppost, a sparrow's small feet. I've noticed them in the past before the big storm. I even noticed some this weekend. Did you see any snowfall this weekend? You did? Me too. And some snow falls so heavy they bury cars up to their noses and make evergreen bows to keep your kitties curled up for a while. See her and the kitty taking a nap? While her grandparent knits? Children love snow better than anyone does, and they never complain as they pull on their red boots and mittens and make plans to catch wet flakes on their tongues. Do you ever go outside in the snow and try to catch snowflakes on your tongue? I like to do that. Do you? Sometimes they even get all over my eyelashes. And they roll their small bodies to the bottom of the hill. There they go. Whoosh. They're not even using sleds. They're just rolling down on their own. Do you see that? The snow loves them back. It gives them angels. Do you see the snow angels they made in the snow? By lying on their backs and moving their arms and legs. Oh, and the new friend. Do you see our snow person? And the snow, while it's here, reminds us of this, that nothing lasts forever, except memories. Do you have a favorite memory of playing in the snow? Or maybe sitting inside, reading a story, drinking hot cocoa? What's your favorite memory? Tell a person near you. What's your favorite memory of snow in winter? That's a wonderful memory. Thank you for sharing. And while the snow is here, this brief moment, let's take a walk and see how beautiful the world is. Isn't it pretty to look outside when the new fallen snow? And then come back inside to our white, quiet homes to make something warm to drink and maybe read or play a game or tell each other all that we've been thinking. Did you have any hot cocoa or hot apple cider or maybe some tea or coffee if you're an adult to help warm you up, or maybe some nice warm soup? The snow is falling while the flowers sleep and the sun sleeps and the soft green gardens are waiting. Don't worry, they'll come back in the spring. It's the snow's turn now. We'll watch it fall. You see the snow falling and falling until it covers up all the outside. So, Cynthia Ryland, snow. Now, are you getting sleepy, or do you think you have it in you for another story? I think you can handle one more. What about you? Well, what happens when the snow is deeper than my boots are tall? Does that remind you of you? Well, this story is written by Jean Reedy, and it's illustrated by Joey Chow. When the snow is deeper than my boots are tall. And we'd like to thank Goodwin Books, a Henry Holt & Company production, publisher, for allowing us to read our story. Up, jump in the morning, winter is here at last. Gobble down my pancakes, getting dressed so fast. Find a frosty window and watch the flakes fall. Look, the snow is deeper than my toes are tall. Slip on my snow pants and tug on my hat. Loop-de-loop my scarf. What's cozier than that? Zip up my jacket, yes. My oh my. Now the snow is deeper. The snow is getting deeper. The snow is getting deeper than my ankles are high. See, before it was only up to her toes. Now the snow is up to their ankles. Step, stamp, stomp, run. See the tracks in the white? I see her footprints. Sometimes maybe you can see an animal's tracks in the snow. Split, splat, splot. Fun snowball fight. Have you ever had a snowball fight in winter? I have. It's fun as long as you're careful. Then I roll, roll, roll. That ball, ball, ball. And the carrot-nosed man grows tall, tall, tall. Do you see? They're making the snowman. Oh, look, and flakes on my tongue. Yum! Someone else is trying to catch those snowflakes and eat them. Oh, but my pinky's in my mitten, where my thumb should go. And my hat flies off when the cold wind blows. There it goes. And my nose drip, drips, and my wet cheeks freeze. And the drifts, oh, the drifts, to the tops of my knees. And my feet get soaked, toes one and all, because the snow is deeper. It's really so much deeper. The snow is deeper than my boots are tall. Look, the snow is over their boots. Have you ever walked in snow that's deeper than your boots? You might have recently, in all the drifts. Papa to my rescue, Mama to my side, kissing on my cheek where my smile tries to hide. Ah, nice, lifting you up out of the snow, just like the cover. Loving arms around me swoop up in the sky, because my papa's taller, my mama's taller. We're all tall, taller than the snow is high. See how they lifted them up so their feet are out? See Dad's boots? He's taller. His boots aren't covered all the way. Same with Mama. You can see the tops of her boots. Then we drop, plop, flop in a frosty feathered bed, and we laze as we gaze at the blue overhead. And we sweep our angel wings through that bright white rug, because their snow is softer than a winter's day hug. Stardust from the heavens, far as I can see, because it's oh much bigger. It's whoa much bigger. It's so much bigger than you and me. Yes, look at the night sky and the stars. And yes, tonight you can go outside and you can see some planets close together that look like a giant star. It almost looks like one, but they're really two planets, but they're so close together. Heading in the house where the burning logs snap, off with my wet socks, off with my cap. Stirring up the cocoa in my cozy blue mug, and then I snuggle right in like a little beetle bug. Isn't it nice to curl up with your family? Let the flakes out my window just fall, fall, fall. When my heart's so big, I never feel small. Did you like our story? The end. But it's true. The night sky tonight. If you go outside, the nice thing about the winter sky, you can usually see lots of stars and planets. And like I said, we've got two planets very close together that look like a giant star. Well, my friends, I hope you like winter and our winter stories. I even wore my nice winter mask for you to help you out with our snowman. Can you put them together? Well, enjoy winter, my friends. Be safe all snug inside. Drink some hot cocoa or some nice apple cider and spend some time with your family and friends. And remember, look outside and watch the snow fall, fall, fall. Enjoy winter, my friends. Until next time. Bye.